Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about week 47 of the year 2024. This is from the 18th till the 24th of November, and a very important week again. We have Guru Pushya Yoga. So we are lucky to have this year 4 times Guru Pushya Yoga, but it is not going to be taking place in the western part of the world from India. If we see from India, only till London, it is going to be taking place, but not in the US. So please follow the remedies and the ritual that I always give for Guru Pushya Yoga. It's a very important yoga, once in a lifetime opportunity, in a year opportunity, in fact. So please walk barefoot in the morning when I'm giving you the timings as per the locations, and walk barefoot or on the grass, in the open field, or wherever you can, wherever you feel that it is possible for you. So you should actually dwell on the wish that you want to fulfill. You ask for that. And it's said that on the Guru Pushya Yoga, what is a Guru Pushya Yoga? When moon is transiting the Pushya Nakshatra on a Thursday. So it is going to be on the 21st of November when we are having this Guru Pushya Yoga. And it is somewhere around 6:29 a.m. till the evening in New Delhi, India time. I'll be sharing with you the timings also shortly. It's till the 3:35 p.m. in fact in India, New Delhi. So if you want to, like in India, in all the areas in India, especially, if you want to do it from the morning. Or if you can't do it in the morning, you can do it in the afternoon also, somewhere around 2 o'clock. So that is something which I wanted to share with you. And I will be in a bit sharing with you the other locations also, because I have to read through this. And we do have a couple of important events happening this week, which I will be explaining first in the beginning part, and then I'll be taking you through the 12 sign predictions. So stay tuned. This is a very important week, and this is based on the moon's ingress and interaction with all the other grahas. Weeklies are like that. So especially if you are a Cancer rising and you want to know how moon is interacting with other grahas, especially when there are other transit positions also happening in the sky. So for Cancer natives, it's a very important because the lord of your Cancer, that is moon, is going to be being the swiftest, it's going to be impacting you the most. But surely we all have Cancer signs somewhere or the other, so it is going to be giving us some some kind of impact in our lives. Also, ascendant, moon, dasha. These are the 3 areas I use when I'm doing the readings. So there is a difference. Ascendant means how you're going to be experiencing a particular event physically. How you're going to be looking at an event which is taking place, that is your moon, your mindset, your perspective. Suppose you are happy with $10 in your pocket, but the other person is not even happy with $100 in the pocket. So that is a perspective. So that is why moon is very important, and that depends on you, how you take it. Dasha is the current situation, the current state, the current surroundings that you are surrounded with. So that becomes a very important way to look at the transits as well. So see where your dasha sign is. Suppose you are in a particular dasha of Jupiter, Mars, whatsoever. You are irrespective of the lagna or the rising sign or the moon sign. Suppose you're a Gemini rising, but in Cancer sign, there is a Jupiter and Jupiter dasha is on. So you make Cancer your first house and see where the other grahas are in your natal chart first. And then superimpose the transits over that. And then you will know that, okay, this is what is going to be happening in my life during this time period. During Jupiter, Jupiter-Venus, Jupiter-Venus, Jupiter-Saturn, whatever dasha you're in. So go to the Antardashas also, if you want to know. All right. The location is different right now. The background is different because I'm somewhere else. So I just, the problem with me that I am too particular about my weeklies. And thank you so much for watching me live. First of all, the ones who are here and the ones who are, please have patience, or maybe, sometimes you have to bear with me because I'm not able to do the timestamps. And thank you so much for the ones who are doing the timestamps for me. They're putting the effort and giving the timestamps in the comment section. I really apologize. I'm not being too meticulous this time because I'm too busy right now with my readings, also with my Vastu assignments. I'm traveling for that reason. And then, of course, the videos that I'm making back to back. So I think you can pardon me for that. So let's start with the readings. So this is going to be the week like. So we have to see the moon's transit. Moon is going to be in the, thank you, Nupur. Thank you so much. Thanks, Shika, for being here. Much love and regards. So moon is going to be transiting through the nakshatra, to the signs of Gemini, Cancer, and Leo this week. And 18th, 19th in Gemini, opposite Venus in trine to Saturn, and then moves into the Cancer sign from 20th to the 22nd evening. Now here it is going to be conjunct Mars and is going to be in trine to Sun and Venus and trine to Rahu also. Cancer sign is, as it is, you can see the triangle connection. Then we have on the 22nd evening till the 24th in the Leo sign, opposite Saturn and in trine to Venus. Okay. Now, there are certain changes which are happening this week, and that is that we have Jupiter Mercury exact opposition on the 18th of November. Now, this is a very important one, so I want to explain it to you first, that when this kind of a situation happens, when Jupiter and Mercury are exactly in opposition, so this is about, and that too in Taurus and Scorpio. So this is going to be bringing about dynamic tension between the expansive philosophical energy of Jupiter and the quick analytical and communicative nature of Mercury. Now, Taurus is a sign where, you feel that you can expand the themes like material resources, stability, practicality, all that, but it gives you slow but steady progress. Okay. It is going to give you long-term security when Jupiter is there. Jupiter is retrograde though. So you will be talking too much right now about wealth, about wisdom, about, and also, how the real world experiences are. That is something which will give you that stability, and, you appreciate beauty, you're very methodical, and there's a patient approach also to look at things. And Mercury in Scorpio is already giving you intense, deep, and transformative energy in communication, in your secrets, some uncovering of secrets, hidden truths. That is going to happen when Mercury is in the Scorpio side. Not just that, when they are right opposite each other, they just not for one day, at least for 2 days, you will feel these energies. So there is a push and pull kind of an energy, between the practical material as well as, the psychological and emotional depths. So communicating powerfully is the key. And also, this is going to be making you quite intense in communication. You'll feel intense, probing, confrontational during this time period also. So just mind your, balance, be more wise. I don't think so it's worth it to pick up on anybody and unnecessary going uneasy. Be more easygoing during this time. And mental overload can increase during these 2 days, especially from the 17th, 18th, 19th, I would say. You will start feeling these kinds of energies even more. You actually dive deeper into complex, perhaps darker psychological and emotional matters also during this time. It could give you some stress, some confusion, especially in your relationship and your finances. You might just be making some wrong decisions and choices. Sorry to say this, but you need to investigate really well whether you're going to be prepared for this risk-taking venture. Are you being more speculative? How are you going to be looking at your finances and your security and your investments during this time period? Balance your expansion and depth. So, see, I'm stretching this out. Why? Because, this is a very important week for that reason, because there are certain combinations which are leading to many, future prospects. So you need to just lay the foundation. As it is, Mercury is going to be turning retrograde next week. So that is why I'm just trying to explain that, aim to communicate with wisdom and understanding while still delving into deeper and meaningful conversations. Okay. And also, you need to uncover everything that actually, unfolds naturally. So don't rush into it. Take it easy. It will happen. Okay. The intense energy will give you a lot of, I would say, take the advice of the elderly people or the ones who you feel that you can depend on as well. All right. Now, the next, and depth, in everything in your communication. Also, Venus is going to be in Purva Ashada Nakshatra from 18th to the 29th of November. Now, this is also going to be bringing in a lot of mix of energies, especially, energies that are both expansive and higher ideals. You will definitely be more into deeper realms also. The planet of love, beauty, pleasure, this is something which is going to be in its own nakshatra. And there's an exchange also between Jupiter and Venus. So this is about, a sense of attraction, harmony, aesthetics, you will be cherishing. And Purvashada is the former unstoppable star, which spans between 13 degrees, 20 minutes to Sagittarius, 26 degrees, 40 minutes. Okay. Now, this is the time period where, you will be actually getting into the purification and rejuvenation process, because it sometimes is represented by elephant tusk also, if you remember. So now this is the star which is linked with the potential and triumph and overcoming obstacles and hurdles. So this is definitely a very noble and idealistic way of thinking. This will bring that. And purification and growth is also experienced. So it's a renewal energy, improving energy. You will definitely get transformed. You will learn more. Your ideal vision, everything is going to be changing now. It's about Apan Vayu, the wind element. So it is also giving you that breaking away from the stagnation, because it's a wind energy, it's a breeze energy. So you're going to be having bigger vision, bigger dreams, and you will definitely be in that zone where you're going to be contributing to the world also during this time. So this is good for growth in relationship, idealistic love, time of renewal, creativity, artistic expression. So this is definitely very positive for the artists, musicians, or the ones who are into creative fields, and also good for the love for fashion, art, design. So you will be actually having that kind of harmony maintained in your environment also. And this will bring in more expansion of pleasure, luxury, travels. You will be more involved into the spiritual pursuits also during this time. So anything which is bringing in transformation, long-term transformation. So this is when Venus is in its own nakshatra. And it will not just be for yourself, but for the community you move around in, for everyone in and around you. This is going to be the time period which is going to actually give you that higher ideals and spiritual values also. So spiritual dimension, which is actually the cosmic law, dharma. So this is going to be an expansive energy for that reason also. It's a long video because I'm going to be explaining the next also. So this is like clearing away the old. So the toxic relationships, unhealthy and attachments, these are going to get, these are going to be moving, you're going to be moving away from all these things, because you're going to be more harmonious and more, pally with the new relationships. You're going to be offloading the baggages that you have been going through, emotional baggages also. So you will be now, this is the time to embrace new possibilities, love, creativity, material comforts, and this is going to be victory through love and beauty also. This will attract new relationship, artistic expression, indulgence in luxuries, and transformative relationships also. So this is good for the ones who are not overindulgent also. So be a visionary, look at the bigger picture, and this is going to give you, the alignment between higher ideals and desires as well, renew relationships. Now, there is another transit which is going to be taking place, that is Mars Rahu in the Navmansha of Libra. This is something which people will talk less, I know, but whenever there's a conjunction of Mars Rahu, it's an expansive set of combination. Intense, I would say. It is pretty much powerful and intense combination, and a mixture of assertive, action-oriented Mars and the disruptive, unconventional forces of Rahu. They are coming together. So into the realm of relationship, partnerships, balance, represented by Libra in the Navmansha chart. So definitely it is going to be a big, big, big baggage people are going to be carrying now, which needs to be offloaded also. Now, don't be too assertive. Don't be too you need to be energetic, but you don't have to be more aggressive in your relationship. There can be challenges, competition in your, relationships, personal growth, and the matters related to dharma or higher purpose or soul level commitments. Rahu, the shadowy graha, which is illusion, delusion, confusion, I always say, this is the time period that you can get very obsessive about your relationship. Now, this is happening between 19th of November till the 2nd of December. Though Mars is going to be in Libra till the 24th of December, Libra Navmansh, I mean. So this is definitely going to be enhancing all those things. You can be very obsessive about your relationship also, or there can be a lot of aggression in your relationship. So there can be that you often act as in a very unexpected way. Some breakdowns can happen. You might just exaggerate things, distort things. And Libra is ruled by Venus, so there is a possibility that you will seek beauty, peace, cooperation in relationships also. But there will be a lot of disharmony because it's Mars Rahu conjunction. Some unexpected disruptions, maybe towards extremes you will go. Maybe you're going to be too obsessed. Maybe you're going to be manifesting in the area of relationship, partnership in a very, the interpersonal dynamics are going to change, to be precise. So there can be some tension and conflicts in relationship, disagreements can be there. So you need to strike a balance. You might just get more non-traditional or unconventional in your relationship. Maybe you will start a relationship with someone who is not from your community, from your, from your culture. Something very exciting, unpredictable, yet very karmic is going to take place now. So I think you should be receptive and try to balance the challenges that you're going to be going through, because Libra is the sign of balance after all. So harmony, fairness, all that is expected when, this conjunction is happening in the Navvansha of Libra. Okay. The quest for balance, you may feel elusive during this period, and there may be some internal struggles, being wanting to create harmony and feeling impulsive or driven towards something that disrupts the harmony, because of this Rahu. And understand the passion and desire, in relationship. There is a very thin line between passion, intensity in relationship, sexual assertiveness. Rahu amplifies all that, but it brings certain fixation also in an emotional attraction also. Some unresolved desires, hidden motivations, or unspoken emotional needs could surface in relationships, because I'm talking about the relationship question here only because it is in the sign of Libra. And you have to be more patient now. There's lack of patience and you're more active, it might just backfire. So rash decision-making, misunderstanding, conflicts, that is something you have to work through also. This can bring in all those things. And you have to be careful about your, about your assertiveness, about your relationship also. Sometimes confrontational energy can be enhanced also. And there can be that people are having some hidden agendas. Okay. So all that, you have to be cautious about. These are remedies also, in fact, what I'm giving you. And balance yourself. There can be chaotic environment, so that is something you have to be mindful of. Whatever, don't be impulsive and rash in your decision making. Okay. And there are certain hidden desires, you have to work on also during this time. So balance independence and partnership during this time. So there has to be a middle ground. Avoid power struggles, embrace transformation, and the intensity and passion, you have to understand the difference between the two. So it can offer you personal growth, transformative breakthroughs, and a deeper understanding of your emotional and rational thinking also. So be mindful of the power struggles, impatience, and excessive desires. And this is definitely going to be working through you. Now, there is a Guru Pushya Yoga, as I said, on the 21st of November. It is going to be in Delhi, 6:49 a.m. to 3:35 p.m. London, 7:29 a.m. to 10:05 p.m. 10:05 a.m. Then Canberra, Australia, 5:45 a.m. to 9:05 p.m. Singapore, 6:49 a.m. to 6:05 p.m. So you can do any time in between this ritual, which is like you can simply just, wear, go barefoot in the, in an open park or a garden where you can walk barefoot on the grass, connect with the nature. And whatever, you have the desire, it's a mauna. You don't have to speak up during this time period. If you want to really get the good results, you have to dwell on your wishes, on your desires, on what you want, only one. And maybe you can give one, this pass on to the family members also, if they can do it. It's not going to be taking place in the west side of India, that is towards the US, Canada, etc. But towards the eastern side, Singapore, Australia, Malaysia, Philippines, all these countries, Japan, especially India, London, towards Russia, and this part also, which is GCC, where I am. So these countries are going to be experiencing this Guru Pushya Yoga. And Guru Pushya Yoga is a very powerful yoga because it's on the Thursday when moon is passing through Pushya Nakshatra of Shani. So beautiful time period. I would suggest, if you can do it, nothing like it. And it is where Jupiter exalts, right? So do this ritual. And if you can't do anything, you can't dwell on anything, just say, thank you, God. Thanks for whatever you have given me, the grace that you have been, giving me. The grace always works. So just pray, and I'm sure you will be getting all the good results because of this. All right. All the best. Thank you so much for watching. And let's move on to the predictive part now. I've explained in the beginning part that how you have to navigate through this transit, how you have to check the transits. So let me just write it again, because people just don't understand that this is as per the ascendant, moon, and the dasha sign. I've explained already how you have to navigate through the dasha sign. So coming to the next one, that is the readings, next segment. So Aries first. So for Aries natives, this one sec. All right. So for Aries natives, moon is going to be in Gemini on the 18th, 19th, 20th to 22nd evening Cancer, and then 22nd evening to 24th in the Leo sign, your fifth house. So it's good for travels. It's a good time period for starting any new education. If you want to go in for any kind of renovation, renovating your place, or maybe there is some leakage in the house, or you have to fix the house, so you can do that also. So 18, 19th is a good time period to communicate with your siblings, neighbors, friends, or maybe you will be going in for some party. You want to sell off your property, you're just going to be signing some documents during this time, or there can be some PR, visa, etc. also going to be taking place, when moon is in your 12th house. So it is good for your siblings to travel overseas. Maybe your mother is going to be giving you some money during this time. So good for you. Also, it is going to be right opposite Venus. So good for meeting your potential partner. Maybe, you will be connecting with your teacher who's a female teacher, or a guru who's a female guru. So that is also quite likely. And it is going to be a good time period for meticulously planning everything. Maybe there's a presentation, you're preparing for some, some kind of lecture or something. So a very good time for that as well. And any kind of change that you're expecting at the workplace can also take place. 20th to 22nd evening is a good time period for, buying, purchasing property, vehicle. Drive safely though, but it can be little difficult time period for your mother. Maybe your mother is unwell or something, you have to take her to the hospital or something. You can be very emotional also during this time. Maybe you will be thinking on, just dwelling on what happened in the past. You're just thinking about how, your childhood days were. So you're very emotional also during this time. For A12 houses, these are any which ways the moksha trikona, and they're very emotional trines also. So you become very emotional when moon is in the Cancer sign. So this is also, this can make you really aggressive also, but you are going to be very to yourself. Also, Jupiter and Mercury are going to be right opposite during this time period. So this is a good time period to think about your finances. Just navigate through this particular time for understanding where you want to invest, how you want to communicate. Maybe you'll be meeting those kinds of people who are going to be guiding you through, the experts. Okay, you should go in for this and you should not be taking up this. So all that happens when, you're going to be connecting with the right kind of people. So make the right kind of choices. Venus is also going to be in Purvashada, its own nakshatra from 18 to 29. So it's a good time period for navigating your mental setup and your learning, higher learning, etc. Freedom, expansion, how you can do well in your life, so financially as well as in relationships. Then moon is going to be lastly on 22nd evening to the 24th in your fifth house, good for children, good for connecting with children, your childhood friends, or maybe your inner you. Maybe you're going to be just unwinding, following that hobby, rituals, maybe learning a mantra. So maybe doing a homam at home. So you're going to be quite religious or spiritually inclined during this time. And it is good for navigating through your finances also. Maybe you're going to be sending off your children overseas. Student natives are going to be doing well in their competitive examinations. Good for your health. Maybe you're going to be recovering from the health issues that you have been facing. Also, maybe you're going to be meeting those kinds of people who are going to be just bringing that change in you, in your life. So it's a good time period. And foreign land, connecting with the foreigners, this is a good time for that as well. Saturn is stationary and is going to be getting direct completely, during this week, and it's going to be moving forward. It's stationary to start with, but moves forward from the 20th onwards. So this is going to bring in that energy at the workplace also. The work is going to increase, but you're going to be really doing well if you are in the government job, if you're looking for a government job, or any stuck up energies that you have been experiencing now, you will be gaining that momentum also. Expenditures might increase, but you will be really now working through your finances and your investments really, really rationally. Be wise, do not be too irrational or in haste or impulsive while making decisions. Also, navigate through your relationship also to try to strike a balance, because Mars and Rahu are going to be in the Libra Navmansha during this week till the 2nd of December, especially. So this is the time when you get in connecting, you might just connect with a partner who's from overseas or is impulsive. So you don't have to be very obsessive about your partner. You can be very obsessive about someone who you dated earlier, or your ex-partner comes back to your life. So you're very obsessive about that. That's something that you have to work on. Overall, it's a good week for you because you're going to be planning everything for the future. You're going to be unwinding also, connecting with your children. Conception, childbirth is quite bringing a good news in your life. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your second, third, fourth houses. 18th, 19th is a good time period to communicate with your family, connect with your family, eat right, sleep on time types, and you're going to be getting good food also, enjoying good food. And maybe you're going to be talking to your parents and your family members about your future plans. Maybe you're going to be traveling overseas during this time. Your siblings are traveling overseas and you're going to be maybe, working through that, your finances, expenditure, your savings. You're just thinking about your security also. But at the same time, this is a very positive time period to make decisions about your family planning, getting married, getting into a stable relationship. So you're thinking about all of that also. Just take care of your health and your mental setup and your mouth region also. Moon moves into your third house, 20th to 22nd of November in the evening time. Moon is going to be here because 54 hours, 12 minutes, moon remains in a particular zone. So here you're going to be feeling that, your siblings are getting aggressive, or maybe, they are moving away from you, drifting apart, or maybe they are going to be traveling overseas. So this is going to be causing a lot of expenditure for you. And there can be some kind of, I would say, stay away from your neighbors because they can cause some issues, or maybe they'll bring you down and you're going to be feeling quite negative because of that. Stay away. Don't get into that argumentative zone because Mars is there, so you can get a little aggressive, you can get wild. It is impacting you internally, not externally but internally. So what's the point sulking? So just relax, take it easy. Moon is going to be in your fourth house on the 22nd evening till the 24th and is going to be giving you a lot of emotions again. It could be that you connect with your family emotionally, you emote. You are going to be verbal, you're going to be communicative during this time. It's good, but it doesn't mean that you get carried away and maybe you get a response, a very indifferent kind of a response from them, and you feel a little uncomfortable because of that. But surely it is going to be a good time period to do the renovation of your house. Expenditures are going to rise because of that, and it can bring in some uneasiness also. Purchasing of a second-hand vehicle or a property, working on that is also quite likely. You might just be signing documents, PR, visa, etc. Documentation is also on cards. Quite evident from your chart that you're going to be maybe mixing with those kinds of people who are very communicative, who want to just gel well with you. They're just coming closer to you also. This is also the time period when there is um, quite a lot of obsession on your health. You're dieting, you want to look good, you want to, or maybe you'll be meeting those kinds of doctors only who are just not giving you right kind of advice. So be careful, because Rahu and Mars are going to be together in the Libra Navamsha. There is a lot of confusion about your health issues. You're not able to diagnose the disease, maybe. So from the 19th November till the 2nd of December, this is the time when 6th house is active. Libra sign is active in your chart. So whenever Rahu and Mars are together, this is a very I would say expansive energy and a very aggressive energy at the same time. Don't get obsessed by anything, okay, dwelling on a particular thing. No, it's not going to help you. So that's something that you have to work on. There's a Guru Pushya Yoga on the 21st November. If at all you're in these zones in the eastern side of the world, so it is definitely going to be working for you. So do the ritual that I've given in the beginning part. Is going to help you. And there's a Jupiter and Mercury right opposite at the same degrees also this week. So this is the time when you might just be dwelling more on your spiritual pursuits, wisdom. You're going to be acquiring knowledge. You might just be going into the deeper realms of understanding your partner. You don't have to be suspicious. You might just get carried away and make wrong choices and decisions based on someone else telling you something because of your own ego clashes can happen. So that is something you have to be cautious about. But surely, the partner is becoming too aggressive and too bold in making decisions also. So that is something which is bothering you. So it's okay, you take it easy. And children, maybe, you're having some break in your romance also this week. So be careful about that. But surely good for travels, good for making friends overseas. So this is something which is going to be positive for you. And take good care of your health, I would say. Don't get too much, don't get involved with too much of obsession about your, gymming and working out and all that. Just take it easy. Things will work. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. So for Gemini natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your first, second, and third houses. So in the first house on the 18th and 19th, it's going to be right opposite Venus and in trine to Saturn also. So when Moon is in the first house, you become very emotional about people around you, yourself, and the cycle starts after the 12th house, now the first house. So it is going to be a new cycle which is starting. So you have to be an initiator. Maybe somebody you're dating, that person is not taking the initiative. You're going to be taking the initiative. You're going to be proposing that person. You're going to be getting married. You're going to be getting that proposal, or, some new relationship is going to start if you're solo. In your relationship, in your existing relationship, spousal relationship, or just a live-in relationship, you're going to be experiencing a surge of energy, between the partner and you. Maybe you are going to be dating the person and you're going to be having one night stand, or maybe there is some sexual urge which is going to increase also. You're going to be very communicative also. Whatever you are going through, you'll communicate. So that's a good thing, when you're communicative and you know that this person is going to reciprocate this way. So you're really doing well in that. And also there's an exchange between Jupiter and Venus. So this is a good time period to have a partner from overseas. Maybe you'll be connecting with someone in the overseas lands. And also the partner is going to acquire more knowledge also during this time. Moon is going to be in your second house on the 20th to this 22nd evening, and Mars is there. So be careful about your communication. There can be some dental problems, or maybe you're going to be visiting a dentist or somebody or ENT specialist also. Maybe you're going to be right now, meeting your potential partner, also a male partner, if at all you are, if you're looking for a male partner. So this might just trigger that relationship also. Also, there is a likelihood that you buy a property, which is going to be fetching you good amount of money. But you have to be careful about your finances. Don't show off. Don't be flamboyant. It can be that you're just spending money on things to show others. Right now in this world, I don't think so that works. Minimalistic approach is the best thing to do. And that's the key. And also, this is going to give you those kinds of energies where you can go aggressive with your own family members. You're not accepting their viewpoint, so you can just lose your cool. That's something you have to be cautious about. Then moon is going to be in your Leo sign, third house, on the 22nd evening to the 24th. Good time for communication with your people around you. You'll be working through these energies where, maybe you're going in for that presentation, you're going to be going for that lecture, teaching. All that is going to enhance, and that's a very good idea also. Maybe you're going to be communicating with your co-workers, your family members. You're going to be signing some documents, some treatise, or maybe, there are certain things that you're going to be starting now, new startup or something, new venture. You're going to be having that aggression now, okay, I have to do it. That go-getter approach is going to enhance. So this is a very positive time period to know those people who are going to be in your life, who are going to be the toxic people, are going to just, show up now, and you're going to be discarding them gradually. So that is something which you should be obviously doing. If you don't, then it is a big time issue. You see, from the 19th of November till the 2nd of December, Libra sign is getting active, because in Navmansha, Rahu and Mars are going to be in Libra sign. That is your 5th house. So maybe there are issues in progeny or conception, or maybe you're going to be going for some treatment, IVF, etc. Or it can be a problem in a relationship. You are too obsessive, you're too obsessed about your partner. You can be very sexually agile during this time. You will be meeting those kinds of partner only who are sexually inclined, agile. So that is something which can be positive for some and negative for some, also for a few also. But surely Mercury and Jupiter are going to be in trine on the 18th, right opposite each other on the 18th, 17th, 18th, 19th. You might just feel these energies even more, where you're going to be making decisions about your loans, litigation, investments, travels, business proposals. So don't lose your control. Make the right kind of decision. Don't be impulsive. Don't be aggressive. Okay. Sometimes what happens, there are opposite energies working. You're logical, you're illogical at times. You're very emotional and not logical. So all those energies, you have to strike a balance. So that kind of an energy during this week. But we have a Guru Pushya Yoga that is on the 21st of November towards the east of the world, from India, if you see, from London, if you see, UTC. So there are people who are going to be experiencing Guru Pushya Yoga, so I've given the time and the ritual also that you should be doing. That will balance things out. Just thank God. If you can't do anything, just thank God. Connect with nature. Be quiet for some time. For half an hour, you can obviously, be in the mauna. Just relax. That's something which will help you, sail through this week. Okay. And the rest of the week also, upcoming weeks also, because Mercury is going to be getting stationary retrograde next week. So you need to take care of your investments, your diet, your communication, competition. Maybe, you're going to be changing your way of looking at things now, looking at the bigger picture, because now the Lagnesha is going to turn retrograde. So it's a good time period to reconcile with your partner also. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. Let me write it here. Yeah, Cancer. So for Cancer natives, for Cancer natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses this week. 18th, 19th, Moon is going to be in Gemini opposite Venus and in trine to Saturn from the 8th house, and Venus from the 6th house. So first of all, you have to take care of your health, your parents' health. Maybe, you're going to be in the hospital looking after someone. There is a huge bill that you have to pay. You have to shell out a lot of money here. Somebody's in the prison. You have to look after that and get into that paperwork. And it can also lead to For a few people, they might just be traveling overseas. There is a possibility of connecting with those kinds of people who are living overseas, or you're working through that. Maybe some business proposal comes in and you're just going in for that investment planning. So that can happen during this time on the 18, 19, especially. This is also the time period when you will be thinking about yourself, what all happened. You're just thinking about the past. Oh, I did this, I did that, all those energies, just take, over at times. Sometimes you need to take a break, be in that isolation, out of that commotion. So this 18th, 19th, take a break. There's a lot of, lots is happening around you. So you really need that break. Take it easy, breathe, thank God for whatever you have, because there is no point repenting and in that isolation and depression and thinking about all the negative things. Not always like that. So think about good things. Go for a spa, take a break, rejuvenate, reinvigorate. It's a cycle which is coming to an end. You can look back what all mistakes happened, what all happened in the past, but at the same time, you need to learn from that. And to do that, you need to be stable minded. So take a break, take it easy. Sky's not going to fall. Okay. um Moon is going to be in your first house, and the cycle begins on the 20th to the 22nd evening. Moon is going to be in your first house. Mars is there. See, I know with Mars in the first house, you are feeling uneasy. You're not able to express yourself, the anger, the issues that you're feeling. Mars is your yoga karak graha in the first house, after all. So maybe, you're having clashes at the workplace with your co-workers. When Moon goes there, this can lead to, that even more. These kinds of energies might play out even more. The aggression might just come out, you might just burst out with it. So you need to take good care of yourself, about your mental setup during this time, especially 20th to the 22nd evening. So you need to stay calm. That's what is the key, during this week, I would say, because there are so many things happening in your life. It's Saturn also stationary, getting direct. So you're being watched as if, but the divine grace is always there. Remember that. Thank God. Connect with the nature. Guru Pushya Yoga is also there. So connect with nature. Any which ways, when Moon is going to be here, there is a Guru Pushya Yoga on the Thursday. So just take a stroll, in connect with nature in the morning. Okay, somewhere around 6:37. Do that if you're in Delhi, India. The rest of the timings I've given, and the ritual, how you have to do the ritual on the Guru Pushya Yoga day. Also, Moon is going to be in your second house on the 22nd evening till the 24th in the Leo sign, opposite Saturn and in trine to Venus again. Now, here twice this is happening. That's going to be opposite Venus in trine to Saturn, and then it's going to be opposite Saturn in trine to Venus. So can you see 6th and 8th house energy is playing out so much? And you feel a little blocked also, wherever Leo sign is, you feel blocked also in your finances and whatever energies you're feeling already, with your family members. You just, you feel trapped. You want to communicate, but you're not able to. You want to do things, but you're not able to. You want to grow, you're not able to. So that kind of an energy is actually, bothering you so much. I know, I can understand, I can feel the pain, I can connect with you people. I can connect with everyone, whosoever has all the signs, I would say, irrespective of only Cancer or Libra. I know people say that you are too biased towards Libra and Cancer, but I do have Cancer and Libra in my chart also somewhere playing out. So Leo also I have. So I know where Leo is, and I know what kind of energy you're feeling. Okay. Because Ketu and Mars are there. Mars is inching towards Leo, and Ketu is also moving in reverse towards Leo. So Leo is choked, Leo is blocked. That means you're having difference of opinion with your family members. Your partner is not well. You're not finding a right kind of partner. Expenditures are increasing. All that is there. I know that. Okay. Because I do chart readings every day, so I know, not every day, but whenever I have the Muhurta and the time. So now the thing is, you are going to be experiencing all these energies this week. So it's better to lie low, connect with the divine, and follow the spiritual realms. Do not lose your cool. Also, Mercury and Jupiter are going to be on the 17th, 18th, 19th, right opposite each other at the same degrees. So this will also give you that benefit of doubt. Yes, my life is good. I can invest, I can grow, I can do things. I can travel overseas. All those energies are going to play out. And this is also a good week for reconciling with your partner if at all you have been having some, plans to separate. Venus and Jupiter are in exchange. So this is also a good time period for growing your finances, working through your finances and savings also. So see, God is giving you that opportunity simultaneously. So there's always a balanced energy which works in everyone's horoscope. We should not just say that, oh, this is only going to give negative results or it's going to give only positive results. It's impossible. It cannot happen, especially in the Kali Yuga. Venus, Rahu, Saturn, Mercury have to be strong. Okay. And Rahu is in your ninth house. So you're going to be traveling overseas, connecting with the overseas people, something out of the box. If you think, learn, you will definitely gain that success. Do the Guru Pushya Yoga remedy, definitely good for you. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. So for Leo natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 11th, 12th, first houses this week. And 18th, 19th, you're going to be connecting with your family, with your friends, with your neighbors, with your co-workers. Maybe you're going to be meeting those VIPs and government officials and your co-workers and your bosses and seniors. You're discussing things. You're communicative. Maybe there is a lecture that you have to go in for. Connecting with your partner. Maybe you're going in for that get together or a party, and you meet someone and you propose that person, or you start dating that person. That can also initiate, because Moon in the communicative sign of Gemini, so it's going to be good for you to communicate, not to be in that recluse or be to yourself, introvertedness. No, that's not going to help you. You're going to be logical also at the same time, but you're going to be you want to connect with those people who are very wise, and higher ideals. So this is a good time period to connect with those kinds of people also. And then Moon moves into your 12th house on the 20th and 22nd till the 22nd evening. For 54 hours, 12 minutes, Moon stays in a particular zone. So when it is in the 12th house, Mars is already there. So it can bring in a lot of commotion. Your mental setup can be, a little uneasy. So thankfully, we have a Guru Pushya Yoga. So keep quiet for a longer duration. Just, we say manan, do too much of introspection. Manan karo, manthan karo. So that is something which will give you that peace, that support from your own people also. Maybe you're going to be connecting with some overseas people, because Mars is your yoga karagraha after all. So it is good for connecting with someone overseas, traveling overseas for education, some courses. You might just be going in for that, upgrading yourself. Somebody's in the hospital, you're going to be visiting also, can be maybe your father-in-law, or maybe your mother-in-law. It could be anyone in the hospital. So you might just be spending some money and time there as well. Also, this is also going to be leading to some changes in your mental setup. Now you're going to be aggressively thinking about growth. It's not just only negative. When Moon is connecting with the Yoga Karagraha, it is definitely a blast of energy. It is going to make you, that churning is going to happen, and towards positive. Remember, you're going to be having some avenues opening for you, as if, suddenly, the divine grace is falling on you. You feel that, you never expected this to happen, and something that kind will happen. Rejuvenate yourself, reinvigorate yourself, think out of the box, think something new, freshness. When you're in isolation, what happens? You're thinking, don't be depressed. It's not going to help you. Think about growth, no? Think about future prospects. Think about good things in life, rather than, that commotion which is just, engripping you and pulling you down. No, don't get absorbed by these energies. Rather, learn from this. This is the end of the cycle when Moon is in your 12th house. So don't waste your energy. Don't waste on brooding and sulking on things which, bring you down. No. So that is why don't get absorbed by these energies. Rather, use these energies as your strength. Oh, yes, I should learn now from the mistakes that I committed. Okay. Don't get involved in the negative things. Rather, do things which upgrade you. Okay. And connect with people, connect with your family members, take their help, take their advice. Rahu energy will give you some confusion, also confused state of mind. I should do this, I should do that. No. Just surrender to the divine, and you will see the path is just opening. You're getting that clarity. Rahu is illusion, delusion, confusion. Remember, You should not get absorbed by that energy. Moon is going to be in your first house, that is Leo sign, on the 22nd evening till the 24th. Now, when Moon is in the fiery sign, this is the start of the new cycle. As you know, Mars and Ketu are on the either sides. Ketu inching towards the first house, Mars also inching towards the first house. So it's like, a ball of fire, you're going to be getting involved in. So there is a lot of energy. The best is to utilize this energy. It's the spiritual as well as your power that you have blended together. Whenever there is a blocked energy by the Papa Kartari yoga, as we say, when you have this yoga forming in the sky, you have that strength, that small streak of strength which actually saves you, which protects you always. So that strength you should be in, because Saturn is also there. Saturn is looking at your first house. Mars and Ketu are there. So there is a lot of energy on the first house. Use this energy. Try exploring new realms, spiritual realms. Try surrender to the divine. Things actually will flow whenever there is Papa Kartari yoga and Saturn is also looking. So you feel that things are not moving in the direction you just want to sit. What's happening in my life? I'm trying from all sides, nothing is working. At times this happens. It happens with so many people on this planet, and it happens every now and then. So you should actually see the opportunity in the crisis. Make the best use of this time for government related jobs, for people who are in the spiritual realms, connecting with the NGOs, the ones who are in the foreign lands, connect with the foreigners. Anything which you want to start in the foreign land, or foreign land doesn't only mean that you have to go to the overseas places. No, you can connect with them online also. It will enhance that. No, maybe you're an occultist, you're a consultant, so this is your strength now. Use this as your strength. Be more spiritually inclined. Don't deceive people. If you are an astrologer nowadays, what is happening? I was having a conversation with the Sir James Braha yesterday. You know what happens? Some astrologers have started to cheat others. Only negative things they are just portraying, that this transit is just going to make you take the hell out of you. It is not so. There is always a saving grace. Let's not deceive people. That is something that one must learn. If especially this pious divine subject, don't misuse it. Don't misuse your power, because God has given you that power, that he's given you that stature, that you are you're in that zone where you can see things, you can see the future. Just guide them using this power, this knowledge, rather than you're going to die next year. Don't say that. We don't have to, even if you can see. So no, how can it help anybody if everybody has to die? Everybody has a return ticket. So just calm down. Be truthful to yourself and to others. Be honest. That's the key. Dr. K. N. Rao sir has always taught us that is the integrity that works. Okay. This is for the Leo natives out there who are on the deceiving side. I really know some of you who are doing the wrong things out there. So it's a forewarning to you guys. Stop deceiving people. It's a request and it's a forewarning also. It's a warning from my side. Beware. There is a karma waiting for you. Do not do it. Please. Rest, I know there are certain Leos who are really, doing for the community. They're serving like anything. They're just, doing the pious things. There are all sorts of people in all sorts of signs, So we must not. Why? Because I know some Leos, Leo astrologers who are really doing this, especially who have a Rahu influence, over the first house, second house, third house. They are the ones who cheat others, who try to deceive others. Nothing against Leo. I have someone very dear to me who's a Leo rising. So please, it's just that be more, just try to help the community rather than, just bringing them down. Okay. So this is what, and we have a Guru Pushya Yoga. Just do that and do the ritual. Connect with nature. It's the moon in Pushya Nakshatra on Thursday. So worship, recite Om Guru Ve Namaha chants. Okay, that's what is going to help you guys. And we do have Jupiter and Mercury combination happening right opposite each other. So this is going to bring in new opportunities in your life, change of residence. Maybe you're going to be investing somewhere, thinking about your growth in the future. Park your funds well. All right. A long video, I think long lecture I gave to the Leos. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, 12th houses this week. 18th, 19th moon is going to be in your 10th house. And this is a time period when you will be very emotional about your work. There are certain tasks which have completed, so you will get all the accolades that you have been waiting for. So congratulations for that. And you're going to be starting something new, some new contracts you're going to be signing, some new ventures you're going to be getting into, goal setting. This is a very beautiful time period to set the goals. Maybe you're going to be meeting that potential partner at the workplace. Female counterparts are going to be really supportive of you and helpful at the workplace, especially. If you have to travel, buy a vehicle, you can do that also. If you want to change your place of stay where you are living, maybe you're going to be changing your house, or maybe you're going to be renovating your place also, quite likely. And this is also the time period when you're leaving your place and going to another, or maybe from one department to another department. You have to do too many things during this time. 18, 19 could be a very busy day for you. Some meetings are lined up, so you're going to be spending a lot of time doing the tasks. So this is good. You're going to be growing spiritually, undoubtedly, with Ketu over there in your first house. Also, moon is going to be in your 11th house on the 20th to the 22nd evening, conjunct Mars in trine to Sun and Venus and Rahu. So this is also the time period when you will be meeting the right kind of people now, who are going to be guiding through. Also, your employer is going to call you for a meeting, or you're going to be meeting some VIPs, government officials, and also making some decisions regards to your investments is quite likely, because Sun, Mercury, Rahu are also forming a connection with this Mars. Mars is your 8th lord. Remember, the 8th lord gives you speculative income also. Share trends, they're going to be very important in your life right now. You're going to be investing, you're going to be making some decisions as regards to finances also. You'll be parking funds at the right place as well. These are the triggering points, and Mars is going to go retrograde next month. Then we have Mercury turning retrograde, many changes, and Jupiter is also retrograde next during this time. So this is a good time period to connect with someone who is very spiritually inclined. Some important decisions you'll be making through your friend circle that you move around in. Maybe you're going to be very innovative. You're going to be discovering something new. You're going to be uncovering the truth, and you will get to know who's who. Spy kind of a nature, suspicious kind, spy kind of a nature. Rahu is there in your 7th house. So take care of your partner's health also. Maybe your partner is becoming very demanding and aggressive, so you need to be and authoritative. So maybe some new changes at the workplace of your partner is also going to be taking place. Then buying, purchasing of property is on cards this week. Moon is going to be in your 12th house on the 22nd evening till the 24th. And this is where, the energies are blocked. So expenditures are going to reduce for you. It's like minus, plus, because Ketu is moving towards your 12th house. Mars is moving towards your 12th house. Moon is there in your 12th house this week. So this is definitely going to be, plugging those expenditures. Somebody is unwell, you have to take good care of. Maybe children are going overseas. You need to take good care of their mental health, and do not push things. Things will fall in place. Take a break. The commotion that you're surrounded with, take a break, go for a spa, rejuvenation, some activities which are, you unwind and you come out of that negativity. So do certain things which actually upgrade you, rather than falling prey to the negatives more. Also, we have Venus and Jupiter exchange also. So travels is on cards. Also, there is a possibility with Moon and Jupiter and Mercury right opposite each other. So this can bring about some changes in your thought process, some traveling, some learning of religious scriptures. You're going to be reading some scriptures, meeting those gurus that you have been trying to meet, or maybe some online teachings, you'll be taking some classes, upgrading yourself spiritually, as well as upskilling yourself is quite likely. Don't make illogical decisions during this time. Maybe your siblings are going to make wrong choices and decisions. Stay away from your neighbors, siblings who are toxic. This can lead to some changes in your life. So 17th, 18th, 19th is a very positive time period for that approach. And you're thinking about the logic reasoning and where the logic is required. So it's good for upgrading yourself as far as your skills are concerned. Guru Pushya Yoga is on the 21st. Please follow the ritual, connect with nature, take a walk, nature walk in the morning on the 21st. Towards the east of the world, it's going to be Guru Pushya Yoga on the 21st. I've given the dates and the time in the beginning part. Please follow that. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. Now, I take a break. 1 sec. I'll just be back. I'll drink some water. So I'm back in a jiffy, I think. Yes. So for Libra natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. So when Moon is in the 9th house, it's a very positive time period for growth. You will be meeting right kind of people. You're going to be scaling yourself. You might just read those scriptures, books. You're going to be exploring the outside world. You're thinking about growth. You're looking at the bigger picture as if, now is the time period to communicate with your guru, with your spiritual master, or maybe you will be meeting those, a mentor, or maybe, your bosses, seniors. They're going to be really very serious about your job. They're going to be thinking of upgrading you, or maybe, shifting the department, or, they might just give you too much work also. So that either or of these things will definitely enhance. Also, this can be a shift of energy. Maybe you're going to be changing your job. You're going to be shifting out from the place where you are, or maybe you're going to be transferred in your job also, in your department also, where you are looking at. Now, this is a very serious approach that you're going to be adopting. Now you're going to be speaking about things you have not been able to. You're going to be uttering things. So this is a very fresh cycle that you're entering into with Moon in the 9th house. And you will be following the rituals, dharma. You're going to be meeting those kinds of people, maybe Brahmins, you're calling them home, doing the homam, etc. So you're going to be, or maybe you're visiting a religious place, taking holy dips. 20th through the 22nd evening, Moon is going to be in its own zone in your 10th house. Now, 10th house, Mars is also there. So activity time. You're going to be aggressively working through your, activities. You're going to be doing things. You're going to be upgrading yourself. You're going to be working on your projects that you were supposed to finish. Now you're going to be finishing and starting new projects also. This is also going to be giving you some energy shifts at the workplace. Maybe the environment is changing. People are joining in. Some old people are leaving, and the new ones are joining in. Your department is changing. You're going to be also exploring some different realms. Okay, I have to look after this. I have to look after this duty, this responsibility. So you're asking for it. You're connecting with your siblings, your co-workers, your neighbors, your friends, now, and you're going to be working on your growth. How you acquire knowledge, from where you acquire knowledge, it's up to you. But it is going to start some new things also, new projects coming up. So this is a good energy shift. Purchase of property. 20th to 22nd evening, if you have to make any decisions as regards to your finances, growth, purchase of property, purchase of land, purchase of vehicle, you can do that. Drive safely. That's all I can say. 22nd evening to 24th, Moon is going to be in your 11th house. Now, this is the time where you feel a little uneasy with your friends. Maybe, your friends, the toxicity that is getting washed away. You're not uh, with those kinds of people who are bringing you down, or they are toxic people, toxic bosses, toxicity is increasing. Sorry about using this word so much, but for sure, things are changing now in you. Now you're going to be looking at the bigger picture. You're going to be changing your mental setup. No, I don't want this person in my life. Okay, that kind of an energy you're going to be experiencing. I want to be spiritually inclined. I want to do things which give me mental satisfaction, which gives me growth. Now you're thinking about your health, about your perspective is changing, I would say, because Saturn is also looking, your yoga karak graha is also looking at your 11th house, remember. So you will meet mature people, sensible people, spiritual people who are guiding forces in your life now. So make the best use of this time period, as it is when moon is also there for 54 hours in the Leo sign. So 22nd evening to 24th, you will experience some major energy shifts now. Use this time. This week is a very powerful week for that reason, because Jupiter and Mercury are also right opposite from the 16th, from the 17th, 18th, 19th. They're right opposite each other also. So what's happening? You're going to be thinking about growth. You're thinking about investments. You're thinking about finances, family, your partner, relationships. So you're more focused on these areas now. So grow. I would say when you're getting these opportunities, make the best use of. Maybe you're going to be applying several applications that day, to apply for a job, or you're going to be changing your house. Maybe you're renovating your house. And it's going to be like, you're making some important changes which are going to be positive. Okay. Sometimes what happens, the energy shifts, in the when you change your place. Move the articles, at least once in a week, shift. Maybe, the chair, the sofa, you know, your bed, you should just move them. So that is where, the energy flows. The energy which is stagnant starts flowing. Open all the windows of your house. That is going to help you also. Let the fresh air come in. Okay. So that's what, and we do have Mars Rahu in Libra, remember? So there will be a lot of commotion, and I would say that in the beginning part, I've explained what is Mars and Rahu combination. Don't be obsessive. Be obsessive about your workouts, about your, non-living things, but not the living, like your parents, your siblings, your neighbors, your friends, this, that, blah, 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 your relationship, ex-partner. Don't dwell too much on these. Don't dwell on or obsessed about these things. Strike a balance, work-life balance, people, relationship, non-living and living relationship things, you have to strike a balance. You can be materialistically spiritual. Okay, that's what I always say. Do the Guru Pushya remedy, if you are in that part of the world where, after UTC timing, you are towards the east. So you will be able to perform the ritual. Or even if it is not there, just go for nature walk, just dwell, stay quiet for some time. Dwell on your thoughts, on your good thoughts, I would say, on the positive energy. That is what Guru Pushya means, isn't it? Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. So for Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your it's transiting your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. So on the 18th, 19th, when moon is in the 8th house, Venus is right opposite and Saturn is in trine. So this is a very positive time period to connect with your family members. Think about your growth prospects, other people's money, how to handle things, how you can learn more about occult sciences, how you can brush up your skills, meet those kinds of people who are uplifting you. But when moon is in the 8th house, you know what? It is a very transformative kind of an energy. There are certain energy shifts which take place during this time. Use this time period to grow rather than that stagnancy, that constantly you're just doing things the same way. So shift, change your energies, change your perspective, change the way of working so that you grow. This is also the time period when you will meet someone and you will be communicative, you will be meeting and learning more. So maybe a female counterpart, because Venus is right opposite moon. So 18th, 19th is a very good time to connect with someone who guides you through your guiding tool, guiding force. And it is a good time period for consultancy. Maybe, when your moon is in the 8th house, you're a consultant, you're an occultist, you see that your readings go really well, through, and you do really well. You get into the depth and detail of everything. So that is also guiding light that you're getting, from the universe. So accept it. And Saturn is as it is in your 4th house, and it is stagnant and it moves forward now. So this is the time period when you will be shifting place, you'll be changing your job, you'll be changing your place. Your children are going to be moving away from you. Maybe they're going to get settled overseas. Something like that is now going to work your way. Moon is going to be in your 9th house and Mars is waiting here. So 20th to the 22nd evening, Mars is in your 9th house and so is Moon. And Moon is right in trine to Rahu, Mercury and Sun. So there is a lot of energy on the Cancer sign and the Leo sign as well. So for that reason, I would suggest that if you want to travel, if you want to perform any ritual at home, at home, or you want to just do things very logically, you want to be spiritually inclined, at the same time very logical, and thinking of growth, thinking of business prospects. So this is a very good week for you, because Mars and Mercury are also right, in trine, and Rahu is also there. So don't get confused, don't get carried away, don't spend too much money also. Without spending money also, you can avail those ideas. So you need to be more inclined to acquire knowledge, upskill yourself, learn the skill first. So once the foundation is very strong, only then you can build the building on that, right? So maybe this is the building the foundation time period. Also, Moon is going to be in your 10th house, and 10th house is blocked by Ketu, Mars and Saturn, as you can see. So what is happening here? You need to now be more matured and sensible. Just keep those relationships working who are not non-toxic. This is going to be the time when it's a testing and trying times, I would say. At the workplace, people are bitching, or they're just backbiting you, they're just conspiring against you. You feel that there is a lot of blocked energy. They're just pushing you to leave the job, but you should not. You should stick on to that. That is the matured Saturn action that you're going to be taking. You must not let your emotions and your illogical mindset, take over. You should not let that in. You need to be practical. You need to be focused. You need to be growing. This is not the time that you should just, allow others to oversmart or overrule you. Okay. Do not get carried away by what the others are saying. Sometimes what happens, we just mix with those kinds of people, and in a flow, we start talking negative as well. It happens, isn't it? So you need to be very, very careful about that. Maybe, it's a conspiracy. The bosses and seniors are also around, and they just, record your statement, and then they say that, oh, this person is talking against you, boss. So that is something that you have to be composed, and composure will pay. So you need to now make the decisions very wisely and very carefully and cautiously. Be matured, be sensible. Okay. As it is, Jupiter and Mercury are right opposite each other. Good for a relationship, starting a new relationship. Maybe you'll be very vocal about your communication skills are going to enhance, and you're going to be very vocal about your feelings with your partner. Okay. And also we have Mars Rahu in Libra sign, remember, in Libra Navmansha. So maybe some overseas connectivity is going to pay you off, but you're going to be aggressively working towards that. And maybe some partnership business, or maybe you're going to be starting a new relationship overseas, or a partner from the overseas lands. But it is advisable not to get carried away and obsessed by the investors that you're waiting for. Look for other avenues also, and maybe, you just find some other investors also. Okay. So think about it rather than just getting carried away and make wrong decisions. All right. That's what. Guru Pushya Yoga towards the eastern side from the UTC time period. So if at all you're in this part of the world, where London, Europe and GCC and India and Singapore, Japan, Malaysia, Philippines, Australia, New Zealand. So all these people will be experiencing Guru Pushya Yoga. So just connect with nature, even if it's not happening in your country. Just in the morning, wake up and just connect with the nature, stay quiet, be introspective, and just connect with the divine. Thank the divine for everything that you have. So I know people do that every day, but during this Guru Pushya Yoga, if you do it, it just exponentially grows. The divine grace comes into your life. It's a beautiful yoga. So make the best use of it. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. Someone needs to do the timestamps, please, for me. Thank you. Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be in your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses. So when moon is in the 7th house, it is good for travels. It's good for wearing new clothes, eating right kind of foods, taking your family out for dinner. And this is also the time period when you will be meeting right kind of people also for your business growth and partnership relationship, and also marriage like relationship. You can be with a partner, and with a partner physically, physical relationship can trigger, also sexual relationship can happen also with Venus also in the Lagna. Though there is an exchange between Venus and Jupiter, good for your mental setup, good for your growth prospects are going to increase. You're going to be exploring and learning more during this time. Also, it is going to be right opposite in trying to Saturn. Not to forget, Saturn is in the 3rd house. So any kind of presentation, any kind of travels which you have been planning from a long time will culminate now, because Saturn is going to gain momentum by getting direct and moving in the direct motion also during this time. So it's a very beautiful time, I would say, when moon is in the Kendra, right opposite Venus, and Rahu Ketu axis is also predominant here. You need to plan your work very well, how you are going to be finishing everything, the timelines. So you need to connect with the right kind of people. That's the key. Maybe the female counterparts are going to be more involved in your work, and they're going to be helpful. Moon is going to be in the 8th house. On the 20th to the 22nd of November in the evening, moon is going to be in your 8th house. Take care of your health, take care of your mental health, mental setup. And this is also a good time period which can transform you. Maybe you're sitting and you're thinking of something, you're not getting that idea that you're waiting for. You get that idea. Suddenly things just happen and they start flowing. I've seen this moon in the 8th house doing this. Chandrashtama, okay, not good for digestive system. You eat wrong foods. You are pretty much, nail biting kinds of a time period where, you're thinking of negative things, dwelling on, oh, why this happened, brooding, sulking, all that happens. Undoubtedly. But if you think in another way, the other side of the 8th house is that you get into the nitty-gritties, depth and detail of everything, and you get the ideas running and flowing in your mind. You cannot imagine. So it said that you should not make hasty and impulsive decisions during this time. That's all. But why? Because your mind is working overtime. So you need to take it easy. And as it is, Mars is there. Mars is debilitated here. So you need to any which ways take care of your mental setup, because there is a lot of commotion with Mars in the 8th house. So the energy is definitely exponential, and you need to work on your mental setup during this time. But yes, you will get that clarity, you will get that growth, you will get those ideas running into your head. So you need to be more towards the positive energies. You should adapt it as a positive time period. Okay, transformative. Some secrets will be revealed, and it will be a life-changing time period for you, because Mars is going to be turning retrograde also in the zone. Mercury is turning retrograde, Jupiter is retrograde. So many retrogrades, it's like reversal time. You will learn more from the past. And 5th lord is also Mars, and it's in the 8th house. So this is the time period where your children are going to be making some changes. Students are going to be getting that loan that they're waiting for. They'll buy property. All that is also evident, and they are going to go to the overseas lands, maybe for work. Also, moon is going to be in your 9th house, and 9th house is hemmed between Mars and Ketu also, and aspected by Saturn. So there's a lot of energy playing out in the Leo sign, that is your 9th house. Learn more, grow spiritually, do some homam. This can bring about some health issues to your parents or your father. Do not have any kind of conflict right now. Do not have any conflict with your elderly people or old people, or maybe your father-like people, or gurus also. This is not going to be a good time period for making decisions as regards to your higher learning, higher studies. Maybe you learn, but you are not able to use that learning. This is not the useful kind of a period, that productive kind of a period, because Ketu is approaching and Mars is also approaching. So you might just make wrong choices and decisions also. You need to be matured, sensible. Saturn is looking here. So you need to make a very composed kind of, you have to be maintaining that composure now. Okay. I hope you're understanding what I mean. It's like, don't be impulsive. Don't be stupid. Okay. Sometimes what happens, we make stupid. I also make stupid decisions, foolish actions. I also do. So it's okay. If you are, be receptive, accept yourself as you are. It's better that you behave like a Saturn, because Saturn is looking here, so it's good. Don't be impulsive. Okay. And we do have Jupiter and Mercury combinations, 17th, 18th, 19th. They are right opposite each other. So maybe some travels, overseas connectivity enhances. You're going to be making some important decisions as regards to your finances, your work. You're going to be marrying someone overseas, meeting someone or dating someone overseas, or maybe someone unconventional, someone who's not from your community, your caste, your creed, your tradition, okay, your culture. You can be dating someone during this time period also. Don't be in haste. Take it easy. Whatever you do, take things very easy. Only then things will fall in place. Remember. Otherwise, you will regret. Unnecessarily, you will regret. And don't be obsessive about your family, home. Oh, I don't want to work. I want to be at home. I want to work from home. Don't be too rigid during this time. See, too much of guidance I'm giving you, too much of lecture I'm giving you. Sorry about that. But, this is how it is. That is what the remedy is. Behavioral changes. I give remedies which can change you. This is what is the guidance through astrology. We must take it, because the planets are saying something. They are asking you to do some certain things. So if we do it, of course, we are aligning everything, isn't it? So most of the things you follow, some things you don't. Then what happens? We are not able to align them completely. So try doing it. Whatever the guidance I'm telling you, good for going overseas, good for joining a new job, good for working through your energies right now, matured and sensible way. Okay. Do the Guru Pushya remedy that I've given in the beginning part, the tradition, the culture that we follow. And of course, connect with nature, walk barefoot in the morning, say thank you to the divine. That's the key. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. So when Moon is in the 6th house on the 18th and the 19th, you're focused on the workouts. You're focused on your well-being, basically. You get into the nitty-gritties of everything. Don't be too detail-oriented. Don't be self-critical. This is the time when you can fall prey to it. Your communication about yourself, you stand in the mirror and you're saying, oh, wow, I wish I could have done that. Oh, I wish I could have done that. Oh my God, my belly is showing. Oh my God, I'm gaining weight. So all these things will happen when Moon is in the 6th house. Don't be self-critical. Appreciate yourself rather. Oh, what a beauty, say like that. So I do appreciate myself, most of the times when I stand in the mirror, no regrets. I say, yes, I did good. I look good. Why not? Appreciate yourself. Once you start appreciating yourself, people will appreciate you even more. So I dress up for myself first, for my divine, from the divine inside, the Lakshmi inside me, I want to impress her first, isn't it? So try doing that and you will see your perspective changes, and the people's perspective changes as well towards you. So if you want to take good care of yourself, your mental health, don't criticize yourself. That's the main key. Communicate with your co-workers, help them. Maybe they need your help, and the team, that you need to work with, you need to be compatible with that. So you, on the 18th, 19th, maybe there's a lot of workload, you're productive, you're going to be traveling, you're going to be working on your current assignment a lot, you're discussing all of that. And there are meetings also with the female counterparts, with the overseas clients, with the investors. Maybe there are back-to-back meetings and you're really working hard. And it's a good time period for reconciling with your partner also. If at all you have any issues right now, you can reconcile. 20th to the 22nd evening is the time period when you will connect with your partner, with your family, with your neighbors, friends, maybe with your mom. You're going to be working through those energies and taking energy from others also, to grow. And this is a good time period to take your family out for dinner, wearing new clothes, starting a new relationship. This is a good time period to purchase property also. Um, Also, work on your mental health. This will give you that, because Mars is looking at your first house. It is giving you that growth. And for your family, it's a good time period also, to spend time with your family, with your partner. Understand them. Partner can be a little aggressive on these 2 days. Maybe there's a lot of work to do, so there can be some irritability. So you need to manage all those things also. Accept. It's okay. It happens. But it doesn't mean that you lose cool and temperament yourself also, because the partner is not behaving the way you wish to. Now, there is a possibility of some health issues or mental health issues when moon is in your 8th house on the 22nd evening till the 24th morning, the 24th evening. So this is the time when you have to be very careful about your mental setup. It can be making you aggressive, wild, or making wrong choices and decisions. But this is a transformative energy. Remember, 8th house is a regenerative and a transformative energy also. Something has to end to start with something new. So this is a good time period to be spiritually growing, understanding yourself, your potential. Maybe you'll be meeting those kinds of people who are very, very spiritually inclined, and you will be growing also. A good time period to connect with your siblings, your neighbors, your friends, your children. Maybe your children require attention also during this time. And you will be working through your finances now. How I can, modify and change my perspective and my way of making money out of money. So that sensible and matured way of thinking is going to help you. Not that you're just, in that blind spot. You're just looking for that blind spot in that, um, you know, uh, mm, uh, not able to balance things at that time. So that is something that you should be working through. But surely it is a good time period to join a new job assignment, investments, handling other people's accounts and energies, and uh, hidden your potential can also be in the limelight now. So the blocked energy that you feel is because of you yourself. So you need to work on that matured and a composed way. And we do have Jupiter and Mercury right opposite each other. So this is a good time period to make decisions about your travels, about your children, about conception, about investments. You might just meet those kinds of people who are going to be helping you this week. And you're going to be making some important decisions also as regards to your workplace also. Harmony should be maintained. Do not get confused and illusioned by what the others are doing. You can get influenced by others. There's a Guru Pushya Yoga. Just connect with nature, stay mauna, quiet for some time, and say thank you, God. That is the key on the 21st of November. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. But for sure, good times ahead for Capricorn. So for Aquarius natives, this week moon is going to be in your 5th, 6th, and 7th house. 5th house, there can be some issues with your children or with your partner in your relationship. Ex-partner comes into your life, you're feeling a little uneasy. You start with a new relationship, start dating, you have expectation on the 18th and the 19th from that partner. It can be that you're going to be, going in for some investments, planning something. You're going to be unwinding, because this is a house of hobbies also. So you can be artistic bent of mind of yours just triggers, or you just go for some games, activities, sports activities. It could be that you meet those kinds of people who are going to be helping you with in your profession, in your career, or maybe making some choices as regards to your investments also. So this is a good time period for meeting those kinds of people now, and discussing the future plans, and also about reconciling with your previous partner. This is also the time when you will be feeling better in your health. If at all you have been going through some health issues, you're going to be feeling better, and you'll be meeting those kinds of people, where you just connect with them, just like house on fire. Maybe your own friends, your partner, your siblings. Maybe you're going to be more communicative with them, and you're going to be on the growing path also. So you're planning everything well. It's just that you have to be more intelligent and wise, and don't be illogical. 20th to the 22nd evening, moon is going to be in your 6th house, and Mars is also there, and there is a trine of Sun, Mercury, and Rahu, which is playing out in the 6th house. So this is going to open up new doors for you. Don't be self-critical, don't be too aggressive. Don't lose your temper, rather sweat it out. Rather sweat it out means you work out. If you work out, and don't be obsessed. Don't be obsessed of working out, and I have to do this, I have targets to achieve. All that is also on mind, but do not lose patience. Do not be self-critical. There is a possibility that you just ignore your inner self, you ignore yourself, and you start talking about negative things. That's not going to help you, because when you stand in front of the mirror, you should say, oh wow, I'm proud of you. That's something that you should be working on. And also there is a possibility that you connect with your siblings, your mother, there's or your uncles, your aunts, they visit you. So there's some relatives who are going to be pulling you down also. So that is something which should not bog you down. Those energies should be tamed. And also you are going to be discussing about your finances very seriously. And maybe you're very productive. There's lots on your plate on this day. 22nd evening to 24th is a good time period to connect with your partner, your siblings, your neighbors, your friends, your connectivities. Maybe you're going to be dining with your delegates or your investors. You're going to be spending time with them. 7th house is him between malefic. So you have to be taking care of Saturn is also looking. So you need to take care of your partner's health also. Maybe, partner becomes very demanding or indifferent, or you're having that lack of communication and there's a gap. It's better that you bridge that gap yourself rather than, just expanding it. It's not going to help you, neither the relationship or you yourself also. And be more spiritually inclined. I would say understand your partner well, understand the relationship, understand the people you are with, your own people. There are your own people, mix with them, understand them. Okay. Take them out for dinner, connect with them. All that is the key during this time. Also, there is a possibility, because Jupiter and Mercury are right opposite each other, there is a possibility that you are going to be starting with a new relationship, purchase of property, you're signing some agreements, treaties, or maybe you're going to be applying for your PR visa, etc., and you get through. That's also quite likely. Also, there is a possibility of some travels, journeys, and connectivity with the overseas people this week. So upgrade yourself, I would say, enhance your knowledge. There is a harmonious relationship which is really going to help you. Some harmony is required here, rather than losing your cool and temperament and thinking that I can do it all alone. That's not going to help you. Okay. There is a Guru Pushya Yoga, which is happening from the UTC time, if you see, towards the east on the 21st of November, early morning. So just spend some lone time, quiet time, and connect with nature, thank the divine. That is the key, and fulfill. It's a very fulfilling time, actually. Guru Pushya Yoga is once in a year kind of an event. So make the best use of it. All right. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, 6th houses this week. In the 4th house, moon means a very emotional you. You want to connect with your family, you want to connect with your childhood friends, you want to connect with your childhood past, actually. You're thinking about all that. But it makes you learn, you're learning, that learning experience. Because of your emotions, you're connecting with them, you're connecting with your, maybe you're back home after a lot of travels, journeys, and now you want to unwind. Working from home, 18th, 19th is the day that you want to be at home, rest. Or maybe, you're forced to be at home because there is some breakage, there's some renovation, there is some work to be done, there's some leakage. So you need to do the repair work. You get it done. So that is something which moon in the 4th house does. Also, maybe you'll be connecting with your mom, taking good care of her, or maybe you're going to be buying a property, or talking about selling or buying, or a new vehicle coming into your life. So all that is also going to give you that positive energy. So the outburst of energy is towards positive only. Maybe at the workplace, some female counterparts visits you, and there are some documents that you need to work on. So there's a meeting going on also. Could be. All right. And then moon is going to be in your 5th house on the 20th through 22nd of evening. Mars is there. And we do have in trine Sun, Venus, and Rahu also working out. Well, in this, there's a lot of energy. 5th house moon is not considered to be that great. It's like you make some wrong choices and decisions. Children suffer, or maybe childbirth becomes a little difficult, or you have to go for some treatment. So it's good if you can just delay the decision that I don't want to be in this relationship, I don't want to continue. So all that you can work on, during this time, especially, when moon is in the 5th house. You should not make any hasty decisions as regards to your relationship. And as regards to your children, this is the time when you will be sending them off. Maybe they're going to travel overseas. So this is also leading to some change in their life as well. Also, there is a possibility of making some wrong decisions also. You can be self-obsessed. So you just go for that haircut or hairdo, and then you regret. So this can bring in some anxiety also. You just pick up that violin and start playing, and it breaks, the string breaks because you've not picked it up from a long time. So go in for that repair, and, just go for pursuing your hobby, rather than just stopping it there. Go for that workout, go for those fitness regime also. 22nd evening to 24th is the time period when you will be connecting with your co-workers. Productivity is going to increase. You're looking after your health. You're spiritually growing. Maybe there is some connectivity with your relatives, your friends, your people are coming home, and you're going to be very romantic also during this time. You're going to be reconciling with your ex-partner. Competition, there is some competition success that you're waiting for, and you get it. Some overseas job, or maybe some government related job or competition that you're going to be appearing for. There is a blocked energy in the 6th house. It's good if you avoid any kind of litigation, don't take any loans. There can be some people who are going to be bringing your morale down also. So that is something you need to work on. Just don't be self-critical. Get into details and depth before criticizing others. It's not good if you just decide about and, just write off others completely. That's not going to help you. Okay, that's not going to help you. We do have Jupiter and Mercury right opposite each other. 17th, 18th, 19th is the time period when you can travel. You can decide about your finances. Now you need to make very important decisions, logical decisions about your investments also. Connect with those kinds of people who are going to help you, not bring you down. And maybe, your father-like figures, gurus, they can help you. Okay, don't get confused about these energies. Maybe, you need some expertise. So connect with those experts. Connect with an astrologer or a consultant or a guide who can guide you through, if at all you feel those blocked energies during this time. Rahu is over your 1st, Ketu is in your 7th. So the relationships are suffering any which ways. There's a detaching energy. There's a push and pull kind of a feel that you're already experiencing. And the Rahu and Mars combination in the Navmansha of Libra is going to enhance that energy even more. You will be very obsessed about your relationship. You can be very impulsive in your relationship also. Try to strike a balance, work-life balance, relationship-wise also. You need to strike a balance during this time period. Overall, I think this is a good week for you for lying low, work out, sweat it out, and lie low in the areas where you have to be intervening. Stay away, keep yourself away from others and what the others are doing. It's better, don't poke your nose here and there. All right, so this is what is going to be there. And Guru Pushya Yoga is on the 21st. I think you should just do the ritual by connecting with the nature, walk barefoot, and just say thank you, God. That's what, on the Thursday, when it is a moon transit through the Pushya Nakshatra, you should do this ritual. All right. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thanks for watching and giving me all the support that you always do and keep me growing. And thank you so much for everything. God bless you all. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.